What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching today, baby. All right, guys, it's time for the Wednesday live stream. So we will be on here talking for 1 or 2 or 3 hours, whatever it ends up being. Remember, guys, that these are live streams, and we talk about things like Suboxone, Sublocade, kratom, opiate addiction, anything like that. We also talk about alcohol from time to time. And that's what we'll be discussing today, as well as some pretty major changes that I have going on in my personal life. So I hope you guys will stick around. Please smash the like button, drop some comments, give us your updates for the week, and we will talk to you guys in just a few minutes. How's everybody doing today? Please say hello. Please say hello. If you are in the house, please smash that like button as well. I would appreciate you if you could do just that. So, how's everybody doing out there? You guys see the disclaimer on the bottom, which says that I am not a doctor and nothing on this channel is medical advice. So if you are struggling with addiction, please seek out your own medical professional. Remember that everything on this channel is for entertainment purposes only, for me to share my experience with you and for you to share your experience with others. So please do so. If you guys have any updates for the week, we love to hear it. This is where you would do that. And you will also see on top of the screen that says, please be sure and share with us your updates, your goals, and your setbacks if you had them. We want to support you on your path to freedom, whatever that looks like for you. So, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? As you guys see by the title, there's some pretty huge changes I have in my personal life, and I'll go ahead and talk about that in just a little bit. But first, I'd like to check in with you all and see how you guys are doing. So let's jump to some comments. So Megan says, hey, Kevin chat. What's up, Meg? Good to see you. Good to see you. T says, smash that like button on your way in, babies. Yes, please do. T says, I'm looking forward to hearing about your major changes. It is an understatement. On the edge of my seat. It's not that crazy. It might be. I don't know. You'll have to tell me what you think after I mention it. There's something popping up on my screen here. So T's going to be going live after. All right. Sounds good. Jeremy says, Kev, what up? Good to see you, Jeremy. Jeremy, any updates with you? T, how is things going with your new medications? Any updates on that, T? Let us know. Meg, good to see you in here, Meg. I think she was the first one to comment. Yeah, Meg was the first one to comment today, so shout out to you, Meg. Also, I knew I was forgetting something. I need to go ahead and leave up the sponsors of the week, the people who financially contribute to this channel over the past 7 days. And they'll be scrolling for the entirety of the show, and there they are. So shout out to the sponsors of the week. I appreciate y'all. And let's get back to the comments. So it looks like we got 10 people in here, guys. Please smash the like button so lets others know that we're in here chatting and chilling. I'm going to check the likes and see where we're at there, because I know it really helps others see that we're online if you guys smash that like. So looks like we're at 5 likes, guys. Please bang that baby. Let's get that baby up to 10 real quick if we could. I'd appreciate it if everybody in here, there we go, where we got more people smashing now. Please smash that thing. Looks just like this. I hope you guys are all doing well out there today. Oh, she's talking to Meg. Okay. Meg says, no complaints, trying not to at least. How you doing, T? Jeremy says, what do you think of Sam Sulik? I don't know who that is. So Jeremy says, and I said, who's that, Jeremy? And let's see, T says, I hear you and I'm doing my best to do the same, Meg. Doing pretty well. Thank you. Lots of good things going on over here. I'm blessed. Sounds like you're doing pretty good with things, T. Jeremy says he's a YouTube bodybuilder. He's 21 and jacked as hell. He's getting a lot of light right now in the fitness world. Yeah, I haven't heard of him. I really don't watch a lot of YouTube fitness content creators, just because there's so many. It would take, I would just spend way too much time watching a lot of content like that. Like when Rich Piano was alive, I watched a lot of his content back in the day. But man, it's so, like, it can take so much of your day to watch so many different YouTube channels. So I really had to watch my time. The time that I watch on YouTube, it's really limited lately because of things that I've got going on in my changes that I've got going on in my personal life. So I'm just really, really busy now. So my YouTube time is definitely going downhill big time as far as how much time I spend on YouTube. Let's see here. Says mainly getting talked about the juice usage and the dirty bulk he's doing. Yeah, the the gear usage, man, these days, it seems like everybody out there, everybody's on juice these days. So many people. It's so normal these days. It's so normalized. It's like if you walk through the gym and you see, I mean, you could probably count half the people in there that are taking PEDs. I would estimate. Obviously, that's an estimation on my behalf, so I don't know how accurate that would be, but just based off of the people that I talk to, it's like everybody either has taken something or is or wants to take something. So it's pretty crazy. Rock Girl Media, what's up, Rock Girl? Good to see you stopping in here. It's been a while since I've seen you. How you doing? Any updates with you, Rock Girl? Let us know. Let us know. Shelly T says, still at the same dosage, 16 milligrams a day. So how are you feeling at that dosage, Jer? You feel pretty good and steady at that dose, or does it feel a little bit strong, or you going to chill at that dose for a bit? So T says, I'm stable on the meds. No changes in the past 6 weeks. Dang, it's already been 6 weeks since you started those? Really? What? I can't believe how fast time is going. The addition of Wellbutrin has gone really well. 0 cravings for anything since starting Wellbutrin. That is so freaking cool. Yeah, I don't talk to a lot of people that have experience with that, so it's good to know, because I know that there are a lot of people out there that do take Wellbutrin. I just don't, I haven't really talked to anybody who does, and to get like what their experience is with it. So glad that's working out well for you. Tara, is there any side effects that you've noticed since you've gotten on the Wellbutrin? Let us know. Is that something that they typically use it for, to help with cravings? Is that like what it's made for, or are they kind of using it off label for you? Let me know on that, T. I'm curious. Jared says, yeah, man, I liked Rich. Yeah, he was freaking awesome. Yeah, he was hilarious too on top of that. So it was a good channel, and it sucks that he passed away so early. Like, thinking back on how long ago that was, it's like, oh my gosh, dude, time is going so freaking fast. Time is just going way too fast. Let's see here. Meg says, no major updates. Looking for community support in the real world too. I might check out Celebrity Recovery. NA was fine, but still exploring. What's going on in Kev's world? Yeah, I've kind of got a lot going on. So like I said, I'll talk about that here in just a little bit here. Let you guys kind of know what's changing in my world. It's good to see you though, Meg. It seems like I haven't seen you as much lately, so hopefully you're doing well with everything. But yeah, I definitely encourage you guys, if you're in recovery, try to get connected with people in your local area, because making friends online is great, but making friends in person is even better. So I had a pretty interesting weekend. I had my little sister, she moved in with her boyfriend, I don't know, maybe 6 or 9 months ago. And they really went downhill. And basically she broke up with him. And 2 days later, she's moving out of his house. Or she's moving out of the apartment they rented together. It's like a really expensive apartment. And apparently he didn't have anything. So everything we had to move was hers. We had 3 truck and trailers full for this, for my sister. This kid is, how old is she? 18 years old? Like, what? How did you get so much stuff so fast? She just barely moved out of my mom's house like 7 or 8 months ago. And she literally has more stuff than I have after all these years. I was so confused at how she had so much stuff. But yeah, so we're like clearing out this entire apartment. We had to go up 3 flights of stairs and carry all this crap down. Started snowing on us. We were getting soaking wet. And the boyfriend was being the biggest dick I had ever seen. And man, it was real hard for me to keep my cool, because he was really pushing some buttons. But yeah, it's interesting to see how people are when they're going through something like that, right? Like, it sucks to go through a breakup, and yeah, like your whole world is kind of crumbling down at that point, but you can still be a man about it, right? You don't have to be a freaking douche. That guy was such a jerk. I could not believe. I was like, damn, like, this is definitely the right decision. Get away from this clown. Get away from this fool. It's just one of those people that just, he'll just say whatever the hell he wants, and he doesn't care what people think about what he says, right? And when you have someone's entire family there and you're being rude to the kid's sister, the young sister, like that's not a very smart idea. So yeah, I really wanted to reach out and smack him in the face, but I didn't. So it looks like we've got about 18 people in here, guys. If y'all could please smash that like button real quick. It lets everybody else know we're in here chilling. We're at 11 likes on the video. Let's get that baby to 15. I know we can do it, guys. I know y'all can do it. And that will bring more people to the meeting that we have going on here. So make sure you guys are giving us your updates. Remember, guys, that so much of this channel has to do with what you guys are going through. We want to hear your updates. It doesn't have to just be with Suboxone or Sublocade or Kratom or anything like that. We want to hear what you guys have going on in your life, what you have planned to change, what you have coming up. We want to hear all about it, guys. So let us know, let us know. T says, I don't notice any negative side effects due to the Wellbutrin. My blood pressure is normally low, but in a healthy range since the addition. I'll take that. It's weird. It's like my blood pressure is normal, but my hands are so damn cold all the time. So damn cold. Drives me crazy, in my feet too. I'm excited for winter to be over so my hands aren't so damn cold all the time. You guys have that crap too? Jared says he's a smart dude. If you listen to him, the vids, he knows his crap, but some things he's doing is getting a lot of backlash. Yeah, I might have to check it out there. Like I said, I don't have a ton of time to watch a lot of videos. It sounds like he probably has a bunch of videos, but I'll have to go check it out. And I always enjoy hearing people talking about steroids and addiction to steroids because it's real, guys. There's a lot of people that I know in my real life who are addicted to taking performance-enhancing drugs on a regular basis. And it's really sad to see because I think a lot of them don't really look at it like it's an addiction, but it fucking is, guys. It's a really scary addiction to be addicted to steroids. You're doing unknown amounts of damage to your body, and nobody can tell you exactly what's going on, right? You don't know what you're putting in your body or what it's doing and changing in your body. It's kind of really scary if you think about it. And I'm thankful that after taking steroids for many years, knock on wood, I haven't had any major health complications, but who knows what it's done for the long term, right? Like, who knows how many years I've taken off my life by injecting unknown substances into my booty. Not wise. So, Jared, are you on any cycles, or have you taken cycles, or what's your opinion on what I just said? I think it's wonderful that you're seeking to expand your support system. You go, girl. Is high blood pressure a common side effect of Wellbutrin? She asks. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, so I'm excited to see what people say. I struggle with depression. Taking Cymbalta, Wellbutrin worked for my brother. So is Cymbalta also similar to Wellbutrin, or what's the difference there? I may chill a little, but it's not bad. But I don't want to be on that dosage very long, but I'll do my best getting on where I was. Yeah, remind us where you were, Jer. Can't remember exactly where you were at. Peter, what's up, Peter? Hey, Peter, I was watching for you last week. What's an update on you, bud? Are you still doing the methadone, or did you get rid of that? I couldn't remember who it was with the methadone, and that was you. So I remember I was saying last week, I was like, we're supposed to get an update from somebody with the methadone, but I couldn't remember the name. And as soon as I seen your picture here, it all came back to me. So let us know, Peter, how you're doing with the methadone. Were you able to get rid of that? Are you doing okay? Let us know. He says, I wonder how Joe Catania. Joe, yeah, he hasn't made many update videos. Last I heard, he's just kind of chilling, still on his high doses of Suboxone. I think he's like 32 milligrams or something like that. I tried talking him into doing Sublocade, but now he doesn't have health insurance, so he probably won't be doing that. So shout out to Joe. If he ever checks in with the channel, that would be cool to see him on here. Or hopefully he could just make an update video of his own. Increases in blood pressure is a side effect. My BP isn't high, though, just normal now. Zach in the house. What's up, Zach? It's always a pleasure to see you, good sir. Always a good pleasure to see you. Depression is something I'm working through too. Treatment is going well, though, and I have definitely improved over the past few months. How is your treatment working for you? Try not to get too far behind here. Thanks, Kev. I appreciate that. I got to get offline sometimes. This phone and scrolling for hours has become an addiction. No lie. Yeah, guys. I think a lot of people watching this video right now can relate to the addiction of YouTube and watching YouTube videos. That's something on top of all the other stuff that most people have. Like most people are on social media all day, and then you throw YouTube in the mix, and you're probably on this damn thing for 8+ hours a day. You know, I don't know if you're like me, but it's really hard to not watch YouTube videos all day. Do you guys have that same problem, or can you just check in for an hour or two on YouTube a day and move on with your day? I've really had a hard time balancing that. So yeah, very interesting. Nate is in the house. What's up, Nate? How you doing, sir? How you doing? Let's see. Disconnecting from the internet is something that helps me sometimes too, T said. Yeah, taking a break from the internet. Yeah, just putting your phone down, do some prayer, do some meditation. I've been doing both of those much more frequently lately. How do I say that? I've been working on it. When I do my meditation, sometimes it makes me so relaxed that I fall asleep. So I need to find a way to keep me awake in my meditation sessions because I get so relaxed. I should probably do it right before bed. That would help me sleep a lot better. The doom scrolling is real, T. I need to get out and touch a tree. We've had a lot of rain out here lately, so haven't had a lot of outside time in my neck of the woods. It's been pouring rain for the last couple of days. We're kind of getting some flooding out here. Very interesting. Zach says, I'm addicted to kicking addiction. I find myself joining live streams almost weekly now. It's clearly way out of hand. I'll have to micro taper. Yeah, I mean, look at your phone usually tracks the amount of time you spend online per week. You know, it's probably easiest just to approach it as like a week by week basis. Like look at maybe every Sunday, you look at your usage time, you look at your YouTube time, let's just say, and let's just say last week you had 20 hours on YouTube. Maybe next week shoot for 17 or 15, right? And just set it like a weekly goal. That way, if there's a certain day of the week you want to be more lax with your YouTube time, then you can enjoy that day or something, and then the rest of the week you can kind of be strict with it. I don't know. Just kind of thinking outside the box there. So Jared says, no, man, laugh out loud. I'm 135 pounds. I have thyroid issues, and I don't mind working out, but I don't think that would be the best route. I agree. I started at 2 milligrams and went up. I went up more going through my divorce. Yes. So yeah, a lot of people can relate to going through stressful times and your dose escalating, right? So I totally understand that. I've done that myself in the past, so I know exactly how that can happen. So, but I agree with you. Yeah, I don't think PEDs would be good for you in your position if you have thyroid issues, right? Just do it naturally. You can get a long way naturally, guys. You really can. Especially in like the first 6 months of working out, you can get a real long way. So let's see here. I'm only on YouTube for this live stream and T's live a couple times. That's about it. Do you sit up or lay down during meditation? I lay down on my bed, so I'm like super relaxed. You've had a lot of rain too, huh? So T, did you get that place approved? Did they approve that for you, or how's that? What's the update on that? Yo, what's up? Kicking Addiction, my first live here. Hey, thanks for showing up here. Thanks for showing up. Good to see you. I've seen some comments from you lately. How are you doing? How you doing? Not going bananas. Welcome, Nat. I just started a workout routine. What's your workout routine look like? I need to get back to 5 days a week. I've kind of only been doing 4 days a week. So I've kind of been feeling like I'm slacking a little bit with the gym. but I got back in there last night after taking the weekend off. So that it always feels great to get that next day back in the gym, right? Always feels good to get back after having a few days off. So you said, "Hi Tara, I found this channel doing research for my brother. What research were you doing? What is it that you were researching? If you could let us know, I'm curious." Jeremy says, have a good night. I'm gonna eat and chill out. All right, Jeremy, thanks for stopping by. Have a good night, brother." So T says, "I got approved. I signed the lease and get the keys tomorrow. Can hardly believe it. That is awesome. Yeah, I bet you're really happy about that. That's freaking cool, T. How far away do you got to move?" I freaking hate moving, guys. I really hate moving. I'm the kind of person that I don't like people touching my things. So I move everything myself. And where I'm at here, I have to go down two different sets of stairs. So it took me forever to move into this place. So I don't want to move. Thankfully, I just signed another lease, so I'll be here another year at least. I'm really not looking forward to moving, guys. It's so stressful for me. It takes me like 2 full months to move. I'm not the kind of guy that can just move in one day. I have to pack every box just perfect. It sucks. Take it easy, Jeremy. Be well. I'm well. I'm going live. I enjoy going live a lot, but just for fun. I usually do it on the beach in Cali. So next time I travel, laugh out loud. And my workout routine is simple with 5-pound weights. Nice. So he says he's on subs and he wants to cut down, but I'd rather talk about privately about that if you have an IG. Unfortunately, I don't. I don't have any social media like that. I don't do anything but YouTube, unfortunately. I have a lot of videos talking about Suboxone tapering and how to do it and sharing my experience about Suboxone tapering. So there's a lot of information on YouTube about how to help someone taper and what to expect. It's definitely challenging for most people. It's not something to be taken lightly. Tapering Suboxone, it's something that does require a pretty decent amount of effort, and the person has to want to come off or taper down, right? It's if you just want them to taper, that's likely not going to work. They really need to want to taper. And hopefully they're in the right position in their recovery, like they haven't had a relapse recently, right? Or they're not on the verge of a relapse. That's usually not the best candidate for somebody wanting to come off subs. Usually Suboxone is helping people get their life back on tracks, get their life back on track, and then when the time is right, they should obviously talk to their doctor and come up with a good taper plan, and also do research online and find out how others did their taper, right? There is a lot of information about that these days. Back when I started tapering Suboxone, there was not a lot of information at all, but thankfully in 2024 you can access a lot of videos on YouTube that will help you know what to expect and just kind of give you some ideas, different ways to taper. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. I do squats while holding the weights, different lifts, and then crunches and push-ups. I'm starting to feel the difference already. That is awesome. Yeah. Get those newbie gains, right? Yeah, you'll definitely get some gains quick, guys. If you're just starting a workout routine, you'll definitely see some fast results. And then obviously as time goes on, the results come slower, right? That's normal. I'm only moving, oh wow, less than 1 mile down the road. I could walk my stuff over, laugh out loud. Damn. Well, you might just have to do that. Have a walk and move party. When are you going to be moving, T? Probably at the end of the month or something like that? Let's see here. Dang, I'll find an old video to chat about it with you then. Thanks. I've tapered off in 2017. It was hard, but I did it. Yeah, I mean, if you did it, you know what to expect, right? You know how challenging it gets. Specifically, down below 2 milligrams is the harder parts, right? Like getting from 32 milligrams to 2 milligrams, like it's challenging, but not nearly as challenging as it is to go from 2 milligrams to 0 milligrams, right? And you kind of feel yourself come back to life as you taper down, right? Like feelings and emotions will start popping up. Things will start to change as you taper. And usually you kind of notice the change as you go, right? Like you'll notice good things start happening in your life. That's what I've always noticed. Every time I would taper, it's like good things start happening as you lowered your dose for whatever reason. I don't know if it's just my overthinking or if that's really just how it goes. I don't know. If anybody else who has tapered, did you guys notice that as well when you were tapering? That things just started coming together in your life as your dose started getting lower? I don't know. I don't know if that's just my trying to be positive about it, but seriously, it seemed like it worked that way. So T posted a link to my clarity.fm. Yeah, if anybody needs a one-on-one coaching session, feel free to reach out via Clarity. There's a link in the description box of all my videos. And shout out to all the people I've spoke to on the clarity.fm in the past. I appreciate you guys. If you ever want to ask questions in here, Nat, this is the right place for support. Great help and people here. I can respect the privacy, though. Wishing well for your bro. Thank you for your support, y'all. Super stoked. Hope it all goes well. And my name is what it is, if anyone's curious, because I decoy catch online. Very thankful for your channel because I get more info for him. Yes. Yeah, that's really impressive that if you want to share with us what it was like for you to taper yourself off, let us know, because a lot of people are always interested in hearing, how long did you taper? What dose did you taper from? How was the withdrawal? What dose did you jump off? If you can answer those things, it will help other people who are watching this content. Because a lot of people really struggle with finding their way off Suboxone, as we know and we've seen on this channel. There's been a lot of people who have struggled doing just that. It's a really challenging thing to do, right? Especially if you've been on it for many years. I also skateboard. I've been skating for 30 years. My best years when I was 19 to 20 years old. I used to skate when I was younger too. I'm starting the move tomorrow. I have until 2/29 to complete it. You better get you some boxes. Get you some boxes. I literally cut them into tiny strips. I didn't experience as much pain as I expected, to be honest. That is awesome. Yeah, smash the like. If you guys could, that would really help me out and let other people know we're in here chilling and chatting on this Wednesday live stream. Probably let you guys know of my update in just a few minutes here. Just a few more minutes. We've been on here for about 30 minutes now. So it looks like we got 15 likes on the video. We've got about 20 people still in here. So if y'all can smash that like button, I would appreciate it if you could. Let's see here. Break that bathtub in, Meg says. I know he can do it. He's strong like me. Yeah, if you could taper off Suboxone, you could do a lot of things in life. There's been a lot of people who have really, really struggled for many years tapering themselves off. It can be challenging for sure, but you know how to do it. You did it. So I think you'd be probably the best guide for him, because you know what to expect and you know how to do it. Just you adjust your dose, wait a few days until you're stable, and then adjust your dose again. It's pretty much just wash, rinse, and repeat. Obviously, at the last part of the taper, you slow things down a bit, because you're that much closer to zero, right? To be honest, it was so long ago, I'd have to think, write it down, and then get back to you in a comment. Yeah, 2017, that's a long time ago. Look forward to that tub. I haven't had a tub for 8 years. That's funny. I don't ever use mine, but I should. I'd like to. I just never do for whatever reason. I'm seeing 16 likes on my end. So somebody must have smashed that like. I appreciate you guys. Courtney, what's up, Courtney? Says, anybody willing to share how they felt before and after tapering off Suboxone? What dose are you on, Courtney? It seems like over all the years that I've spoke to people about how they feel on Suboxone, it's really different for everybody. You know, some people feel like they're a zombie on higher doses of Suboxone. Some people feel fine. It's literally like different for every person. You know what I mean? But I know that a lot of people who have tapered off and put in that work, I don't think I know any of them that are like, oh, I wish I was still on Suboxone. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of people that have made it off Suboxone and they're grateful to have done that. So, and obviously those are the people who've put in the work in the recovery, right? They didn't just get on Suboxone for a couple weeks and they think that they're ready to go, even though they just had a relapse last month. That's usually not the best idea. Obviously talk to your doctor and see what they say, but I think that Suboxone is just a great tool. Yes, it has a lot of side effects. Yes, it's hard to taper off, but it could save your life, right? It saves a lot of people's lives. So that's why a lot of people take it because this fentanyl is killing people everywhere. There's somebody right here in my local area. A friend of my friend just died last week. Fentanyl overdose. Right? It's going on everywhere, and it's going on right now. T just lost a friend like a week ago to the same thing, right? So it's still killing people on a daily, frequent basis, guys. So that's why whenever we talk about getting off of Suboxone, I always make sure that you guys know that you need to be ready. Don't just rush off Suboxone because you think you're going to have some magical experience for doing that, right? It could save your life if you just had a recent relapse. And it will help build your life to be stable so that way you can come off and things should hopefully remain that way. Not like this. I kind of think it's foolish when people just, they stay on Suboxone for like a month or two or even less. And they're like, whoa, I'm ready to get off here. Even though I just relapsed on fentanyl 2 weeks ago, 3 months ago, something like that. It's like, no, dude, it's too risky. But obviously everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Some people will disagree with what I say about Suboxone, and that's okay. Everybody has their own opinions, and that's totally fine. Yeah, but I'm still looking for more information, and stumbling upon your channel was a blessing. And thanks, T. Yeah, thanks for finding the channel here in this community and just being on here chatting with us. My mom stayed on the same dose for 10 years. Her doctor at the time didn't even suggest a taper. When she began to taper, the smallest change made her so sick. It took her months to stabilize the first taper. Wow. She must have did a really rapid taper, Megan, because it seems like most people can adjust pretty easily if they make the right dosage change, right? Like, but there's been some people on here who have cut their dose in half and they wondered why they were so sick. It's like, you can't cut it in half because that's a huge drop down when it comes to Suboxone, right? So you really got to learn a good way to taper and hear from people who have done it. And there's a lot of people out there that don't even understand how challenging it is to get off of Suboxone. Some people think that it's just like another normal medication you can just stop taking and be fine, and then they find out 4 or 5 days later that's not the case. It's a heavy duty medication, as hopefully everybody knows, and it's to be taken seriously when tapering off, and it's something that most people will need to take their time with. So Courtney says 16 milligrams. My mood still feels up and down like I'm still on pain pills. I have 4 children, so I've struggled cutting back. So how long has it been since you've been addicted to street meds, Courtney? And what is it, if I may ask, that you were taking? Were you on fentanyl before Suboxone? And like I said, how long ago was it that you were on street drugs? Courtney, a lot of people have switched to Sublocade. It does not, once you get on Sublocade, if you have the insurance to cover it, right? That's the only way I could ever recommend anybody look into Sublocade, is if you have the insurance that will pay for it, because it's way too expensive to cash pay. If you're sick of the ups and downs that you get with Suboxone, then you might consider Sublocade. It's just a once a month shot, and it doesn't have any of the ups and downs. Also, another question, Courtney, is how do you dose yourself on that 16 milligrams? Do you take it all at once, or do you take 2 doses a day? Because that can really change things as well. Jill, what's up, girl? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in here and saying hello. T says, I'm sorry about your friend, Kev. R.I.P. Oh, it wasn't my friend. It was a friend of a friend's, T. So it was interesting, though, when he told me her name, I thought it was a girl that I dated when I was younger, but it wasn't her. But yeah, I guess it was like, she wasn't somebody who was struggling with addiction. It's just somebody who tried a drug, I think that some friends had, and boom, done. Lights out. Courtney says, just wondering if you ever get back to pre-pain pills when you get off subs. Yeah, I think you can definitely do that. It's just like anything, you're right. You have to go through the withdrawal or taper, and then your body needs to stabilize, and it could take weeks, it could take months before you feel normal after getting off subs. Some people have said they don't feel normal for 6 or 12 months, right? It's different for everybody, but Meg says, I took 2 years. Not sure about the dose, but they studied each other taper every 2 to 3 weeks. Did anyone else have a specific cycle or time frame with tapering? From what I've seen over the thousands of people I've talked to on this channel over the last 5 years, it seems like most people, they usually take somewhere around a year. Yes, I said it, guys. A year to taper off Suboxone, depending on the dose, obviously. But if your average person is on 16 milligrams of Suboxone, then unless you are willing to go through a decent amount of suffering, you likely are in for about a 6 to 12 month taper. Doesn't mean everybody has to take that long. Some people are more tolerable of withdrawal symptoms. But most people are kind of babies when it comes to suffering through withdrawal. So that's why I say most people do the long, slow taper. Let's see, you're not going banana. It says, my brother is terrified of needles, so he will never touch that. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that are, like I said, though, it's only a once a month shot. But if you're super terrified of needles, I could see it just really feels like a pinch is all it really feels like. It feels like you got stung by a bee and then it's over, and then you don't have to dose yourself for at least a full month, right? So really, really awesome stuff for those who can handle the 5-minute pinch feeling. You know what I mean? Hey, shout out to Jill coming through with a $20 super chat, showing love. First sponsorship of today's live stream. So shout out to you, Jill. We got to fire up the sponsor jet for this one. And here we go. Shout out to you, Jill. Thank you, girl. Drop that bomb. Oh. Shout out to Jill for coming through with the first sponsorship of today's live stream. We're going to go ahead and leave that up on the screen for a bit. She says low and slow. Yes. Yes. When you get down to the low dose, you need to go slow when it comes to tapering. So take that information and cherish it because it's fact. Like I said, guys, you could taper. I've seen people taper from, let's just say, 32 milligrams to 4 milligrams. I've seen that done in probably less than a month. You can go a long way fast, but like I said, once you get down to 4 milligrams, it's just like landing a plane, right? You can come down pretty quick, but when you get to the bottom, you really got to slow things down with the taper. So, for example, if somebody was at 2 milligrams and they wanted to taper off, you're probably looking at around 3 or 6 months for most people. Not everybody needs to take that long, but most people need to take that long. And you'll find out when you start tapering what I'm talking about. Courtney says, I've been on Suboxone for about 5 years. Okay, so that's awesome. Only did pain pills. Okay, that's great. Usually as much as I could get my hands on. Thankfully, no fentanyl or H. I take 2 doses a day. Okay, great. So yeah. So as far as the up and down feelings, so the Suboxone half-life is 33 hours. And what that means is if you take 8 milligrams in the morning, it takes 33 hours before half of that dose has gone through your blood, right? So even though it has a really long half-life compared to painkillers, which is like 4 or 5 hours, it does still have that up and down effect as she's talking about here. And I have experience. I know exactly what that feels like. It sounds like maybe you're ready to. Have you talked to your doctor about tapering, Courtney? You know, like I said, you can easily adjust the dose down a little bit right off the bat, and you should experience no problems, right? So, what if I was in your shoes? That if I was taking 16 milligrams a day and I was sober off of street drugs or pain pills for 5 years, it sounds like you're in the perfect position in your life to where you're ready to start lowering your dose, right? Obviously, like I said, guys, I'm not a doctor. I don't give medical advice. But if I was on 16 milligrams and I was safe from relapse for that many years, I would take my dose down to 6 milligrams in the morning and 6 milligrams at night, right? So you just shave off a quarter of the strip that you have and steady out there for a week or two. And then when you feel like you're ready to go down again, chop it down again a little bit, right? So just a little bit at a time. But like I said, if you're at 16 milligrams, you can make a fast difference without having much of an issue at all. So I bet if you went down to 6 milligrams per dose, I bet you wouldn't even really feel a difference at all. And then that's going to start to build confidence within you, right? You're like, hey, look, I made this adjustment. It wasn't that bad. I'm going to stabilize here for a week or two. And then when I feel like I'm ready to do it again, I'll do it again. But don't do it until you're ready to go down again, right, guys? And if you ever start to feel like things are getting too rough, you can always put a pause on the taper. You can always put a pause on the taper. And let's see here. So I would break it down into 2 doses a day and then expand it to 4 doses a day. That's my personal opinion. I had no cycle. I played everything by ear. My very first comment was skipped, but hi everyone. I didn't see your first comment, Israel. Where you been, boy? Where you been? How you doing on the Sublocade? Let us know how Sublocade's working out for you, brother. We need an update from you, if you could. He can't even look at needles in a movie. He shut his eyes. Damn. Yeah. I get it, man. Some people are like that. I have a buddy who's like that. He took a flu shot once and he passed out while he was driving his car when I was in the passenger seat. That was scary. So yeah, some people just really do not do well with needles, but he actually got over that and now he takes testosterone shots every week. Anthony says, cheers from urgent care. Waiting for a chest x-ray now, but I'll come through when it's over. Well, that doesn't sound good, Anthony. Hopefully you're doing all right. What's going on? Hey, we had another sponsorship come through. Shout out to Not Going Bananas. Says, you give amazing advice. Shout out to you for the $10 super chat. I appreciate that sponsorship. You know we got to fire up the sponsor jet once again. Shout out to Not Going Bananas. Here we go, baby. Fire them up. Oh, yeah. Drop that shit. Boom. I appreciate the love, guys. Thank you for the super chat there. $10 super chat says you give amazing advice. You are awesome. And thank you for sharing and chatting with us here today. It's nice that you found this community and this live stream. We appreciate you being here. And we appreciate everybody else being here as well. So shout out to you guys. I appreciate the love. Are you guys ready for my life update yet? Or should I keep you waiting? I'll keep you waiting if you want. Nah, I'm gonna get you with that right now. So let's talk about it, guys. Are you guys ready for this? But first, I need to see a couple more likes on here. It looks like we're running a little bit low on likes today. So if you guys haven't yet, please smash the like. We're at 22 likes. Let's get that baby to 25 if we can, guys. We're real close. So if you guys haven't yet done so, please smash the thing that looks like this big old hand in your face. I would appreciate it if you guys could. And I'd like to get some advice from you guys today. But before we do, it is time for me to thank the sponsors of the past 7 days. And you see them scrolling across the bottom of the screen, guys. These are the people who financially support this channel, because you guys know that YouTube does nothing for channels like mine, unfortunately. So shout out to the sponsors of the week. We had Balliet Brand was the sponsor of last week. Shout out to you, Balliet Brand. I appreciate the love, my friend. He's been really coming through here with some huge sponsor bombs of this channel. So shout out to you, Balliet Brand, being the sponsor of the week once again. And KG Smith which we haven't seen in here yet today. Hopefully she's doing all right. She's usually up in here every week chilling and chatting with us. Shout out to KG Smith. Also, Lori O and Philo, and also Daniel came through here. Daniel from Veterans with Anxiety. He did a super chat last week. So, guys, your donations are what make it possible for this channel to grow. And if you value this channel and you would like to show your support, you can do so at the Venmo or the Cash App links that are on the screen now, or a super chat or a super sticker on the live or the replay crew works as well if you're watching this on the replay crew. Everything helps, guys. Everything helps. I appreciate you guys showing up here every single week. We do these live streams. We have meetings like this, and we talk about what you guys are going through, things that you guys would like to change in your life, things that have set you back in your life. We talk about all that stuff here every single week. We've been doing these Wednesday live streams for the past 2 years. Remember, guys, that we do these every week, same time, same place. All right. So we have a lot of new people coming in, and we have a lot of old people who are phasing out. So good to see some new faces in here today. So welcome, welcome, welcome to the channel. If you guys didn't know, my name is Kevin. I'm a recovering opiate addict. I was addicted to painkillers for about 15 years, guys. 15 years, which was set off by a motorcycle accident. If you can see this bone popping up right here, it shattered my collarbone into about 10 different pieces. I was placed on pain medication, and then I found out that I was addicted to pain medications. And then I slowly built my addiction up over the next few years after that, and then it's slowly kept progressing. It went from taking them on Fridays at work only to then it was Mondays and Fridays, and then it was Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays, and then it went to every day. So you guys know you know how it goes. If you're watching this, you've likely struggled through your own addiction, so you know how it goes, guys. It just kind of ramps up, and then your tolerance rises, and you get more and more broke because of the expensive bills that you're paying every day for your painkillers. And if you're lucky, you've managed to stay out of trouble, and you haven't hurt anybody but yourself, right? So, yeah. So shout out to you guys who have recently found the channel. Looks like we've got 21 people in here. I appreciate you guys showing up in here today. And let's get back to the comments. I'm going to leave that sponsorship up on the screen for a little bit. Let's continue with the comments. I'm going to hurry and get caught up in the comments, and then I'll give you guys my update with my life situation. So I'm excited to share this with you guys. I'm a little nervous, and I'm excited to get your guys' feedback on my life situation and things that you guys might be able to help me with. So we'll get to that in just a few more minutes. I want to get caught up in the comments, and let me hurry and do that right now. Anthony, I hope you're all right. Let us know if there's anything we can do to support you right now, Tara says. Yeah, Tara says, thank you for sponsoring the channel. Yes, we do appreciate that big time. Thank you, thank you. Those little emojis. Appreciate the live, man, Chaz says. I missed it last week, pushing up on 3 months with no shot. That is awesome. My sleep is starting to suck and anxiety getting a little higher, but still no real withdrawal, man. I'm moving along. Well, congratulations on going 3 months. That is awesome. Thank you for sharing that with us. And yeah, just track how your days are going. How are you feeling otherwise, other than sleep? Are you feeling pretty good? Do you feel any different? Do you feel better? Do you feel worse? Let us know how you're doing. But congratulations. Yeah, there's a lot of people who are on the Sublocade shot who are finding that they can pretty easily push the shots out, not just because let me back up, guys. Sorry. So as you guys know, Sublocade is recommended to be a once a month shot, but due to the really long half-life of the medication is up to 60 days, many people are finding that they don't need to go every 30 days for a shot because the medication lasts so much longer than that, right? So you just get more and more of your freedom back, right? The further you go. On my way to get some pizza right now. I live in South Jersey, so we have some banging pizza here. Oh, I'm jealous. Pizza sounds so good right now. It sounds so freaking good. Hopefully it's nothing serious, likely a workout injury. I guess we'll see. What, you banging the weights pretty hard over there or what? Yeah, let us know what they say, Anthony. Hopefully everything's all right, my friend. Hopefully everything's all right. T says, I'm ready for the update. All right. So let's get to it, guys. Let's get to it. So some of my OGs who watch this have probably heard me talk about this for a while now. I've been kind of talking about wanting to do this, but I have done it. So I just found a business location that I signed a lease on, and I'm going to be opening a used car dealership, guys. I'm going to be opening my own business once again. And man, if you guys could see this room behind me, how much paperwork I have on the floor, it is disastrous in here. So it is a major, major, major undertaking. I don't know if that's the right word. It's a major process to get a used car dealership started. It's not like you can just find a lease on a building and sign and start posting cars. Unfortunately, there's a huge checklist of things, and there's a lot of people that you have to pay money to and get little this and that and EINs and sales tax numbers and a dealer bond for $1 million or insurance on the property for $1 million. Like, there's so many different people that you have to pay money to, and it is very expensive to do what I'm doing. So yeah, guys, I know that if you guys have watched anything I've talked about in the past, or you've seen my other channel, my car channel, I do have a huge passion for cars and buying cars and fixing cars and selling cars. It's a huge passion of mine. So hopefully everything goes well with getting this business off the ground. It is going to take, like I said, an enormous amount of my time, and it already has taken a ton of my time. So I'm not sure exactly what my YouTube time is going to look like going forward. So I hope that you guys can bear with me and realize that what I'm doing is going to take a ton of my time going forward, unfortunately. So I probably won't be making as many videos or being as active as I am here on YouTube, but that remains to be seen. As far as what I can fit in, basically, is what it's going to come down to, right? Like how much of my schedule is the business going to have to take every day. So that's kind of what it's going to mostly come down to. But yeah, guys, so just wanted to give you guys that update. So like I said, bear with me on the channel. Things might look different going forward, but I'll do my best to keep things going because we have a good group of people here, and I know a lot of people look forward to these Wednesday live streams every week. And so I'll do my best, guys. I'll do my best. But like I said, if things get a little bit different on the channel, just bear with me. So shout out to you guys. But I was going to ask you guys, because it's an emotional, huge roller coaster. Like, one minute I'm super excited, and the next minute I'm like, oh shit, what am I doing? Why did I do this? You have so much work to do. Like, I feel like I'm so far behind because it's such a huge undertaking to get this thing going. You've got to get with a guy to make my sign and design my sign. I've got to get a fire inspection. Then I have to get a building inspection. Then I have to have the motor vehicle enforcement division come do an inspection. So I got 3 separate inspections. I have to get a sales tax number set up so I can collect sales tax. And then I have to do sales tax returns. I've got my federal EIN number, so I've already got that, thankfully. There's just a long checklist. I had to get my fingerprints done today. Had to go get a mugshot looking thing taken. Like, there's a huge list. I could read them all off, but there's tons of, and that's on top of signing the lease and doing, all the bills that come with that. It's just a lot of pieces. That's just to even get started. Then I have to go find the cars and clean them and take the pictures and fix them up. Like, as you guys can imagine, I've got a lot of work to do. So yeah, so that's my update. That's my life update. So what do you guys think? What do you guys do when you're really overwhelmed? If you guys have any words of advice for me when I get those feelings, because like the first 2 days I woke up at 4 a.m. and I just had this huge amount of anxiety coming over me. And I was like, oh my God, what have I started here? Just a really overwhelming feeling. I don't know if you guys can relate to that. Do you guys ever have that feeling with things going on in your life? I don't know. Let me know, guys. Let me know what you do whenever you have something like that come up in your life, because it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary. I just really hope that I'm able to get this whole thing done. It's going to be a lot of work. So we'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what happens here. Let's see here. So let's see here. T says, I already read that. Is everything still going okay with the stream, guys? It seems like things kind of slowed down here. I don't know if I lost the room by talking about my personal stuff here, but so T says, let's see here. I'm still working on my sourdough pizza crust recipe. It's delicious, but still a work in progress. Yeah, I know you always talk about the sourdough stuff. Honestly, I don't know if I've tried many things that were sourdough. I'm really not sure if I have or not. I know you like the sourdough cookies. Let's see here. T says, woohoo. Oh my gosh, your own dealership. What a great update. I'm so excited for you. Thank you, T. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of work. So yeah, I'm just a little bit stressed out. I'm a lot stressed out. I guess I should say that. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But I don't know. It's like I need to keep my mind positive however I can, because I just know that my brain will try to take me to the negative parts of things whenever it can. So yeah, it's going to be way more busy than me. Yes, I'm going to be very busy. I'm like I said, I'm already really freaking busy. So it is what it is. Let's see here. T says, great question about being overwhelmed, Kev. When I feel that way, I meditate. Then I journal and highlight the most important things. I bring the things I need support with to my therapist. So how often do you see your therapist, T? Let's see here. Also, listening to great music helps me work through the overwhelm. Making lists of and scheduling things when I have a lot going on is also helpful. Yeah, I have, man, you should see the lists I have over here. This is just one of them, but yeah, I've got several papers with lists of things I've got to do, and it does feel very gratifying to cross things off. Like every little thing I get done on that list, I'm crossing it off, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. But then like I'll have a wave of doubt come over me, and I'm like, it's like, are you sure you want to do this? Because my life it's been really pretty damn like chill and kick back, right? But now it's like I have this whole business I have to start up. So I just try not to let it overwhelm me, and I try to just focus on what I can do today, because that's all I can really do, right? Is I can only do what I do today, and that's it. So that's basically what I've got to do, is just chalk every day one by one. Just kind of like with addiction stuff, right? Just day by day. What can you do today to put yourself on a better path? That's about it. Yeah, I need to find some different like peaceful music that I can just kind of have playing in the background type of thing. So I might look at getting, I don't know, like some meditation music or something, just having that playing constantly. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll let you guys know if there's any updates with anything as far as the business goes. So I've got a lot of stuff to do, but let's see here. I see my therapist once a week, sometimes more if my week is particularly rough. So you can kind of update as you need to with your therapist. That's nice. Yeah, because I think a lot of people only see their therapist like once a month. And for me, that probably wouldn't be enough if I was seeing somebody on a regular, right? But yeah, if you have access to a therapist and you can let them know, hey, I need you today, that would be really incredible to have that on tap. Yeah, that's a great perspective. One day at a time works for me too. Yeah, that's kind of the only thing that I keep trying to focus on, is just do today, dude. Don't worry about the big picture. It'll all come together. One day you make progress, and then it just keeps adding up, and as soon as sooner than you know it, you'll be in business and starting to sell stuff. That was super unexpected. One of my best friends is filling in the pizzeria. I'm not sure if I understand what you mean, Bananas. What do you mean by that? Kelly H has fantastic guided meditations and also music for free on Spotify and YouTube. I'm gonna write that down. Kelly. I remember I was saying that you should do that sometime, T. You should try to do that on your channel. Kelly Howell. Yeah, I'll have to check out that channel. So that's a channel on YouTube, is that right? Or how do I find Kelly? Yes, every once in a while I call my therapist when I'm overwhelmed. She is usually able to make time for me. I'm blessed. Wow, that's incredible. Yeah, I think a lot of people would be envious of having basically an on-call therapist. It sounds like, hey, I need you right now. Calling over. That sounds like a really good resource for you, T. Especially, when you have things going on recently and things that have been stressing you out and stuff. Be able to talk to somebody about it, like you said there. I haven't seen her in forever, so I was stoked to catch up. Oh, so you just ran into an old friend? Is that what you're saying? One of your best friends. So you're at a pizzeria right now? I don't think I knew that. Therapist. Yeah, I think I got to all the comments here, guys. So let's see. Kelly Howell is an artist. Search for her on Spotify or YouTube. Okay, she doesn't have a channel as far as I know. So hopefully there's some videos on YouTube. Yeah. Or are you talking about like YouTube Music? I have YouTube Music. I wonder if I could find it right now. Kelly. Yep. Awesome. Yep, popped right up. She never works there anymore, so it was unexpected. Yeah, I was going to get pizza last night, but I was like, nah, I'm going to skip that tonight. So I'm going to get pizza this weekend. I try to get pizza once a week. I try to limit myself to once a week. So we'll see how it goes. If I eat pizza more than once a week, I start to feel, I don't know, it's like you can feel, because I eat a lot of pizza. When I eat. And so I can feel my body kind of puff up, which isn't the worst of things. T, if you want to get ready, I'm probably going to end the live stream here soon. So if you want to start getting ready over there on your end, probably do a short live stream today. Like I said, guys, I've got a lot of stuff to do. So it's pretty chill in here today. So I might as well just kind of wrap things up early. I'm going to make my pizza in my new place. Laugh out loud. Woohoo. Yeah, get your cook on, girl. I know you like to cook stuff. Get your cook on. Get your cook on. Yeah, guys, it's pretty chill in here today. So we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here early. She says, oh, shoot, I need to eat first. All right, well, I'll play the outro song. So it'll buy you some time. But remember, guys, T goes live after I do. And so make sure you guys go check out her channel. You can simply find it by typing in Tara Smiling and it'll pop right up, or you can click on her right here in the chat. She's going to go on as soon as she can, guys. So bear with her on the time. She'll probably be on the next 15, 20 minutes or something like that. No rush. But yeah, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here today. I'm going to send a shout out to the two sponsors of today's live stream. Shout out to Jill and Nat Going Bananas. I appreciate you guys. And thank you for finding the live stream and this community. Let us know if your brother needs any information on tapering Suboxone. You can also feel free to show him this channel, and we'd be happy to walk him through the process as he starts his Suboxone taper. Yeah, so hopefully we can see your brother on the channel. I don't know if he has YouTube or not, but I feel like most people have YouTube. So yeah, send him a link to my channel, and we'll be happy to discuss with him his Suboxone taper. So I'm going to go ahead and play the outro song, guys. Hopefully we'll see you guys on the next Wednesday live stream. Please smash the like button if you haven't yet. Feel free to drop a comment if you're watching on the replay crew. And I love y'all, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.